Welcome back. We are continuing our story of Moses and we're going to learn the next part now. So let's get comfy in our seats and let's learn about Moses. This week's story is called Parting the Red Sea. God led the Israelites through the wilderness towards the Red Sea. He went with them in a pillar of cloud in the daytime and a pillar of flames in the night. These pillars moved ahead of them so that they always knew which way to go. Back in Egypt, Pharaoh was very angry at the loss of his slaves. "I need those Hebrews to work for me," he said. "Get the whole army ready. We'll capture them and bring them back." So the Egyptian army set off to chase after the Israelites, who were camped by the water. When they saw the huge cloud of dust raised by more than 600 chariots, the Israelites knew that Pharaoh was after them. They were terrified and turned to Moses in anger. "Why did you bring us out here?" they wailed. "It would have been better to stay and live as slaves than be killed out here in this awful desert." "Don't be frightened," said Moses. "God will save us all and destroy the Egyptian army." "Point your rod over the sea," said God to Moses. "I will push back the sea so that my people can cross in safety." So Moses held his big staff out over the raging sea. Immediately, the water was divided by a strong east wind, leaving a dry path down the middle for the people to cross. The huge pillar of cloud went behind them now, so the Egyptians couldn't see them. But soon the Egyptian army found the dry path and followed them, getting closer every minute. By the time the last of the Israelites had safely crossed the sea, the fast horses of the Egyptian chariots had almost caught up with them. God told Moses to raise his rod over the sea once more. As he did so, the huge walls of water tumbled down upon the charging Egyptians like a giant tidal wave. Every single one of them was drowned. Moses and his people were so thankful to be saved that they sang joyfully and danced in celebration before setting on their journey once more. Another great part of the story. So in that story, we learned that the Hebrew people were stuck at the side of the water with the Egyptians coming to get them, and they seemed like they had no hope and no way of escaping. But God made a way where there was no way that they could have got through, and he made a path through the sea for the Hebrew people to get away from the Egyptians. Isn't that amazing? God can make a way for us where there seems no way out and no hope. God can make us a way. Now, let's go and do our craft. So this week, we're going to follow the recipe to make jelly. So I've got orange jelly here. And we just break it up. We follow the instructions on the jelly packet. So we break up all the cubes until they're all broken up. Add in our water and give it a mix until the jelly is dissolved. Okay, so now that we've melted down our jelly, we're now going to add in some blue food colouring to make it blue like the sea. So let's see how much we need. Don't add too much to start off with. A little bit to begin with, then you can always add more. and once you get it to the right colour that you want, we're going to pour it into our lined mould. So I've got a tin here. So I use 2 packets of jelly because I've got a big mould. But you could just use 1 packet of jelly if that's all you've got. And this is going to have to go in the fridge now to set. So I'll bring it back out once it's set. Okay, so now our jelly is set. I left it in the fridge all night. And now we're going to take some biscuits, put them on our plate. We're going to do the fun part, we're going to bash them up. Spread them out. Now, we're going to take our jelly. One quick move, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Oh, jelly. So it's a bit big for my plate, so I'm just going to cut a wee bit off the edge. Oh, that worked better than I thought it would. Get that off there. Oh no. Okay. So this wobbly jelly is the Red Sea, and we've got Moses standing over here on the shore, and he asks God to help him get away from the Egyptians coming, and what God says is to put his staff over the water, and the water parts for them so that they can walk through and makes a path. Isn't that amazing? Oops, I'll hold my knife there so you can see. So there we go. So Moses is able to walk through with all the Israelites to the other shore, and then the Egyptians follow on, and when they're through, the water closes over and they're all drowned, but the Egyptians are safe. So that now you get to have the fun part and you get to eat your wobbly jelly. Wow, I enjoyed that this week and I hope you did too. Now have a fab week, and I'll see you all next week for the next part of Moses' story. So bye everyone.